I think, at least I want to advise the presidential candidates to make this an issue. How many genders are there? And is the insanity going to stop when either one of the candidates gets elected? Check out this video. Well, I know we've talked about this a lot, the gender issue. I mean, when I was a little boy, when you were a little boy, there was boys and girls. And it was detected within a second or two of your birth when the doctor used to say, "Oh, it's a boy. Congratulations, Johnsons. Oh, it's a girl. Congratulations, Nussbaums." And it didn't take very long. I mean, 1 or 2 seconds. And then that was your gender because it was on your birth certificate.
Yeah.
Now, I know this is unbelievable. There are dozens of genders. We're just not smart enough to understand that there's boy and girl and then multitudes of variations. And then there's no genders. And then there's furries. People identify as squirrels and dogs and rodents and whatever. And here's a perfect example of how bad it's gotten. And after we watch this, I want you to tell me whether this should be a campaign issue.
Hi there. I'm Cody. Pronouns em, ers, or zem, zers, or really any neo-pronouns that aren't z, hers. I am a white transmasculine femme non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent in mental health recovery.
Boy, if you were a single guy, would you be all over that or what?
I mean, she's listening. I'm assuming so. She is listing all this stuff up on the screen, but pretty soon you're not going to be able to see her.
which would be better.
Yeah, right.
So if we can summarize her identity, I'm bat you know what crazy, and I want you to play along with my mental illness. Here's my question. It's people like this demonstrating and screaming outside of Target, Walmart, airlines, pet stores, furniture stores, car dealerships, right? Tech companies screaming that they're transphobic or they're anti-LGBTQR question mark, whatever. And these major multi-billion dollar companies, Home Depot and Lowe's and so on, are playing along until their stockholders and or customers revolt. I think, in my humble opinion as an amateur advisor to nobody, that this would be a great campaign issue because the vast majority of Americans are like, I've had it with this crazy stuff, especially in schools. And I've told you about my grandson who was going to school with a furry and very upset about it. And his father pulled him out.
Did they go after his father?
He enrolled him in a homeschool program. He goes, because my grandson, I can't take it. I'm not sitting next to some nut. The whole class was laughing until the teacher said, next person that laughs goes to the principal. It's encouragement of mental illness. Look, you can self-identify as whatever you want. You can make up whatever goofball name you want. You can dress like a freak from one of those trans shows. But don't ask me to play along.
Right.
Don't ask me to agree.
Right.
And don't ask me to call you one of these strange pronouns.
Right. Well, then they say, but you're just being disrespectful if you're not referring to them as their pronoun. Well, what about your rights? Why do you have to comply with someone's insanity? I mean, if you want to look, if you and I, we want to deal in reality, Barry. Why should we be penalized for us wanting to stick with 2 + 2 = 4? Why should we be penalized for that?
I fully agree with you. My question is, wouldn't this be a good thing to bring up in the campaign?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But if President Trump brings it up, let's say he brings it up on the debate stage, they're going to say he's homophobic or he's transphobic. They'll say one of those.
Okay, and all 3,000 of them are already voting for Harris.
Yeah.
If they know how, and they're not too triggered by being out in public and having to fill out papers and maybe having to show ID or maybe not. Okay, I'm fine with that as a campaign advisor to nobody. That's my campaign advice. Pass it along. Feel free.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree with you, but I guess the thing is that they'll drill it and drill it and drill it. And then of course the Democrats, they don't even agree with it because the TDS will kick in and they won't care. They'll just, well, anyone but Trump. They've already said a corpse over Trump, the Antichrist over Trump. TDS is bad.
I saw that.
I mean, it's really that bad.
A dead guy over Trump.
Yeah, a corpse.
Yeah,
I mean,
literally.
Biden over Trump.